let's talk about the distance formula. And so the distance formula finds the distance between 2 points, x1, y1, and x2, y2. And I'll explain what that is in a bit. It's also given by this formula. I'm not going to read that out, but hopefully when I go through an example, this will make more sense. So here we're asked to find the exact distance between each pair of points, 0, 2, and 1, 7. So using this formula right here, I'm going to write d. And so x2 and x1, right, those are just the x coordinates. So in this case, right, this would be x2 and this would be x1. And so I'm just going to write 1 minus 0. Okay, because in this formula here it tells us to do x2 minus x1. And then you want to square it. Then you want to plus the subtraction of the y coordinates. So this is y2 and this is y1. So this would be 7 minus 2 squared. And you don't want to punch this in the calculator because here it says to find the exact distance. And this can give you a decimal. And so you want to evaluate what's in the square root. So this would be 1 squared plus 5 squared. That would be 1 plus 25. And finally, square root 26. Okay, and you can't simplify that anymore, so you just leave it the way it is. So here we're given minus 3, 8, and 4, 1. So to find the distance between these two, you want to get the difference of the x coordinates. So this is x2, x1. Okay, so this would be 4 minus 3, right? Because we're finding the difference. And we square it plus the difference of the y coordinates, so minus 1 minus 8. Square it. This will equal to 7 squared plus 9 squared. So minus 9 squared. Okay, and that is going to be 49 plus 81 equals to root 130. And then you can just leave it like that. All right, so I added this question in because I thought it was quite interesting. So find the values of a if the distance between this point and this point is root 5. So using the distance formula, right, I know that this is x2 and this is x1. So 4 minus 2 squared plus the difference of the y coordinates. So this is going to be y2, y1. 9 minus a squared. And I also know that the distance is square root 5. So I can make these equal to each other. So 4 2 squared plus 9 minus a squared is equal to root 5. Now since they have the square root, right, on both sides, you can actually just get rid of it. So this would be, so if I evaluate 4 minus 2, that's just 2 squared plus 9 minus a squared is equal to root 5. Sorry, not root 5, 5. Okay, and so this is an equation you're going to be solving. So I'm just going to continue it here. 4 plus 9 minus a squared is equal to 5. Bring the 4 over. 9 minus a squared is equal to 1. And then here I'm going to square it both sides. So we get 9 minus a is equal to plus minus 1. Because if you square root 1, right, you also get the negative version as well. So don't forget that. And then finally, what I can do is I will bring the 9 over. So minus a is equal to minus 9 plus minus 1. And then I will bring the negative over. So a is equal to 9. And the 1 is still the same. It's still plus minus. And so the end result we get is, so we need to evaluate what 9 plus 1 is. So that's just 10. And then 9 minus 1, which is 8. And yeah, that's it for distance formula.